Hi there, everyone. I'm Tracy Matisak, along with Angela Watson, and we've been preparing for a program on the healing power of African dance. And Angela, we're so thrilled to have you,
Thank you.
be with us for the program today. Tell us what it is about African dance that gives it the power to promote healing.
Wow, that is such a very big question and is compact, but African dance is something that is, to me, what is powerful about it is the rhythm. There are two things that I have learned about African dance and kind of dance and drum or music in general. We don't do dance without the drum. We don't do the drum without the dance. They all go together. So when you try to pull them apart, it's really hard to look at. But what brings them together is the rhythm. And one of my teachers said to me, Papalaji, who was the first person to come and play the djembe and teach the djembe here in the United States. He said that, you have your own rhythm. Every human being has their own rhythm, and that's where you start. So if you have any kind of imbalance or something is not, right within you, how can we fix it? Is through the rhythm.
So it's a matter of finding your own rhythm, and that helps promote healing.
And that promotes healing. And it's not just that. It's really about community. It's really about the ritual of dance and drumming and people coming together and creating family that promotes the healing. When you see the dance that we're gonna present, the traditional dance, there's a healing aspect and there's a performance aspect. And in the healing dance, when a person comes and they need help, the family comes, the musicians, the artists come, but they bring everybody together. And when that person comes into that circle in that center, they know that they are a part of the family. So that is reiterated and pushed, and they really try to give great praise to that person and really make them feel that they're a part, because there may be some part of them that has been in isolation. So they really promote that. So it's really about coming together, about family, about the togetherness and using that rhythm as healing.
You have gone to great lengths to share this particular art form with young people especially. Why?
Well, for me, it's very important because when I first started doing this, I've always loved dance since I was a child. I was always the one that they would say, Angie, dance, and that was wonderful, but there was something else that I needed. And part of that was that I was a child born with two parents who had severe mental illness. So I lived with many different people. And I never had anyone in the home who said, Angie, do your homework. I never had that. So when I started dancing, my dance teacher said, as I was performing and I was going to different places and I was seeing things that I never saw before, my confidence began to grow. And when it came time for me to graduate from high school, he's the first person to say to me, Angie, what are you going to do after you go to when you graduate? Do you want to go to college? And I never thought about it because I never had anyone to say that to me. So he encouraged me. He said, you're very smart and you're very intelligent, and I want you to go to college, okay? I want you to go as far as, he told me those things. So for me, I know that, I didn't have to pay money to learn African dance when I started. I paid with my dedication, my spirit, just coming every day and rehearsing and practicing. That's how I paid. And in return, I learned so much. And so, that for me is the greatest gift, is to make sure that we pass those things on because somebody gave that to me. And I know many children who don't have that guidance in their homes. They don't have that extra something to help push them. So the culture is really a way of bringing people together and helping people to grow, that self-development.
Speaking of passing things on, what's the legacy that you would like to leave as a dancer?
Well, the legacy I would like to leave is not just of my own, not my personal story, but of my teachers, of the many people that before me, they put in lots of time and effort. You have African Americans here on this side in the 60s who were struggling to learn their culture, and there were people coming over here from Africa and they wanted to connect. And those stories of both in Africa and here, the history of the dance, many great musicians and artists is being lost. And one of my teacher, Papalaji, who passed, he had said, when I was dancing and it was just him and I talking, he would say to me, Angie, where's your dance? Do you know what your dance is? And those kind of questions, you're like, what is this person talking about? Like, that's really kind of, I'm like, okay, he's pushing me in some kind of way, right? So then you begin to think, well, we have our own stories. So what are those stories? Where's the Obama dance? Where's the MLK dance? Where's the Kwanzaa dance? Where, the songs that talk about our history. When I've traveled and I lived in Africa and Guinea, I saw the children would be singing these songs. And I would be so curious, well, what are they singing about? And they're singing about the history. That's how that's passed on. So for me, what's really important is for young people to, one, connect with your elders because they have a lot of information. So go to them is what I would say and learn as much as you can because they know a lot and you're gonna miss them when they're gone. And we want to preserve our history and our culture. So learn as much as you can. I really want our young people to just open up and try something new. And for the adults, the elders, embrace them, and let's try to bring this and make this alive. I really want to evolve the dance in a way that we tell our stories with it.
Angela, give us a flavor for what things have been like today. There's been a lot of excitement as we've been
it's
preparing for the program.
It's been
give
a
us a feel
lot.
for what's been happening.
Oh, wow. It's been kind of hectic, getting on the road. One of us got lost and, got separated, and then we finally make it here. Over the last few weeks, we've been practicing and just trying to coordinate schedules. It's been fun. I mean, I work with a group of diverse artists, and all of them have a lot of wonderful experience. Ansumani is from Guinea-Bissau. He's the only person here teaching Guinea-Bissau dance here in the United States. So I've been working with him and, doing his pieces. And then we have Chucky, who's a phenomenal musician. I have Nana Bakan, who's just like a wonderful, amazing female woman drummer. And Jan has her own, so it's just been wonderful for us all to come together and work together. And that's what I love, working with wonderful, tremendous artists.
And it creates a whole lot of energy when
It
everybody
does.
gets together.
It does.
Well, we've been talking with Angela Watson, and she is going to be performing Healing African Dance, so we are looking forward to that program. Angela, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much.